try to keep you abreast as far as everything we got going on. End of January, a couple open enrollment classes here in Maxton, North Carolina for War Hogg Tactical. So hopefully you guys can swing by there. And don't forget the Firearms Training Notebook. Go ahead, patreon.com/On the Range podcast. Become part of our Patreon group. And we'll call our housekeeping good right there. So let's jump into this thing, man. SHOT Show 2023. Here we go. So first and foremost, big news, right? I would tell you guys Wednesday, the 18th of January, swing by Aimpoint's booth. They're at 13,007 between the hour, hit there at 11 and 2 p.m. Let me say that again, 2 big giveaways. You could be walking away with the blaster, a new Aimpoint optic, and oh yeah, a copy of the Firearms Training Notebook. So the only way you'll be eligible for that is, hey man, swing by the booth. So again, blasters being given away. Before we start deep diving in the SHOT Show, thought I forgot, didn't you? Yeah, that's right. Accountability check. If you're that armed professional, you doing that dry fire training? Or did you go to the range? Yep, we went to the range today. Worked on some stuff with our Cobalt Kinetic War Hogg Signature Series rifle. You might get you one at SHOT Show. That's right. We're giving one away. 2 p.m. Wednesday. You could have one, very own. Did you get your workout in? Oh, yeah. Made sure to knock that thing out because we knew we had the range. We knew we had SHOT Show prep, all this other craziness going on. You got to get it done. You got to be fit, right? You're going to put some miles in it, that bad boy. Look for that act of kindness. Hey, man, opportunity will present itself. Just be a good person. And then what are you grateful for? Man, grateful to be able to give you guys hopefully some blasters. And oh, by the way, little book signing going on, right? So if you've already got a copy of the Firearms Training Notebook, bring it out there to the show. Track me down. Definitely can find me at the Aimpoint booth. But hey, in passing, short that I'm not late on time because I got jacked up with meetings, and we'll talk about all that stuff. I'll definitely scribe in your book. Here's the thing. We'll also be doing a book signing at the Aimpoint booth. So that'll be at 2 p.m. You might have your very own chance to get an autographed copy of the Firearms Training Notebook.
Hello, everyone. Mark here from On the Range Podcast and Kelley Defense to talk about Manscaped. Support for today's episode is brought to you by Manscaped. So go to manscaped.com, use the promo code OTR20. Save yourself 20% and get free shipping. Manscaped is the world's leader in below the waistline grooming for men. So make sure you do yourself a favor. Ladies, you as well. Do yourself a favor and go to manscaped.com. Use the promo code OTR20. Save yourself 20% and get your man up to speed, level up his below the waistline grooming, and save yourself 20% and get free shipping by using the promo code OTR20. Again, manscaped.com, promo code OTR20. No one's perfect. No one's perfect. Very influential in this country. The I had a dream or I have a dream speech. Iconic. Arguably one of the greatest speeches in our country's history. I'll argue that all day. But what I want to talk about today, and this is courtesy of the Daily Wire, $10 million wasted. Family of Coretta Scott King has a crude comparison for the Martin Luther King statue. Now, if you haven't heard this was erected in Boston. It was erected in Boston, and I'm not here to make fun of it. I want all of our national monuments representing Americans who've done great things for this country or attempted to do great things for this country. I want their monuments to be awesome. So I'm going to read a little bit of this, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on it. If you haven't seen it, if you're listening to the audio side of the house, make sure you go and check us out on all of our venues, all the social media, YouTube, Roku TV, Fire TV, Vimeo. Or you can go to dailywire.com. I'm a member. I love the Daily Wire. But anyway, according to family members of Coretta Scott King, the wife of the civil rights icon Martin Luther King Jr., despises a new monument unveiled last week in Boston to honor him. a 22-foot tall bronze statue dubbed the Embrace was meant to capture a hug Dr. King shared with his wife after he won the 1964 Nobel Peace Prize, CBS News reported. That's an iconic photo. I'm sure many of you, especially if you're close to my age, you've seen that photo. Iconic. And this statue was to capture that embrace. Let me continue with the Daily Wire. It cost $10 million and was designated by Hank Willis Thomas, a Massachusetts design group, the report said, and is located in the Freedom Plaza of the Boston Common. Quote, the Main Street media was reporting on it like it was all beautiful because they were told they had to say that. Seneca Scott, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Seneca Scott, Coretta's cousin, told the New York Post. But then when it came out, a little boy pointed at it and said, I'm not going to finish the word. I don't want to get banned. But the P word referencing the male genitalia. And everybody was like, whoa, that's a big old D word, man. They're not happy. And I'm going to show you some other photos from other angles. And the family member continued, Coretta Scott's family member, if you had to show the statue to anyone in the hood, they'd have been like, no, absolutely not. He continued, according to the Post, $10 million were wasted to create a masturbatory metal homage to my legendary family members, one of the all-time great American families. The woke algorithm is just broke, he continued. I don't know what else to tell you. If you went through all of that and that's what you came up with, something is wrong. Now, I have to agree with him on that. Now, you can look at this statue. And the route they went was an abstract one. But if you look at the statue, the hands, the coloring, the execution of those things is really done well. I think what the problem with the execution of this is the choices. Like he said, nobody else took a look at that and said, hey, man, we need to make some changes. What's wrong with going with just a statue of the embrace? You can use the same iconic image. Why does everything have to be abstract? The Martin Luther King Jr. monument in D.C. is a beautiful statue. Enormous. One of my favorites since it's been up. One of my favorite new ones, for sure. I don't understand. I think, I hope this artist and this company isn't destroyed over this by any means. But I have to say, like the choices that they made, going with the abstract, I knew exactly what they were talking about and what it was supposed to be when it was unveiled. And I couldn't see it.